Now, before I get into this video, let me just go ahead and get a couple things out the way because I know my Caucasian viewers are coming to, share their feelings. Okay, so racism no longer exists. The blacks have to make everything about race, and golly gee willikers, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Okay, so now that we've gotten those things out of the way, we can go ahead and dive into this CNN article that I'm about to read. So it begins, a student athlete is no longer enrolled at Gettysburg College in Pennsylvania after they allegedly etched a racial slur onto the chest of a teammate, school officials say. Several students were attending an informal gathering of the swim team at an on-campus residence on September 6th when one of them used a box cutter to scratch the N-word on another student's chest, according to statements made by the college and the family who says their son was the victim. The reprehensible act was committed by a fellow student athlete, someone he considered his friend, someone whom he trusted, the family said in an anonymous statement published last week by the college's student newspaper. It's unclear whether the swimmer was expelled or faced other disciplinary action from the college. Jamie Yates, a spokeswoman for the college, told CNN she could only describe the student's status as no longer enrolled due to student privacy laws. None of the students involved have been identified. The Liberal Arts College in southern Pennsylvania and the family said in a joint statement Monday the investigation into the incident is still ongoing, adding they recognize the gravity and seriousness of this situation and hope it can serve as a transformative moment for our community and beyond. Bob Luliano, the president of Gettysburg College, condemned the students' actions in messages sent to the campus community last week and thanked the swim team's upper-class students for first reporting what happened. No matter the relationship and no matter the motivation, there is no place on this campus for words or actions that demean, degrade, or marginalize based on one's identity and history, he said. In a letter to the school community Monday, Luliano said the college found the incident was not a byproduct of an unhealthy athletic team culture or a reflection on the team itself. We are upset. We need to acknowledge the harm the incident has imposed on members of our community who, by virtue of their identity, race, culture, and history, have long been marginalized in our society through language and actions precisely like those that took place, he wrote in the letter. Luliano said the college's chief diversity officer will be leading an effort to reflect on the incident and take concrete actions. The family has not filed a complaint with local police as of Monday, Gettysburg Police Chief Robert W. Glennie Jr. told CNN. Campus safety advised that the victim was encouraged by the college to contact law enforcement. The victim had chosen not to and to let the college disciplinary process handle this matter, Glennie Jr. said. The family said in their Monday statement that they are aware they retain the right to pursue local, state, and federal criminal charges in this matter. Last week, the family said they had filed complaints with the local and state NAACP and the Pennsylvania Commission on Human Relations. CNN has reached out to the NAACP groups. The state commission told CNN it was aware of the incident, but noted it does not publicly confirm or comment on any complaints. The college had said last week that the students involved in the incident would not participate in swim team's activities pending a conduct review, according to a statement shared with the student newspaper. The family, who says their son was the victim, said he was interviewed by the members of the coaching staff and summarily dismissed, not suspended, from the swim team. In their Monday joint statement, the college and family did not indicate whether any involved students, including the victim, have been allowed to resume swim team activities. CNN has reached out to the college for comment about the student's status. There are 2,207 full-time undergraduates enrolled at Gettysburg College this fall. Among the students from the United States, 62 identify as white and 21 identify as people of color, according to the school. So first of all, we might as well start with the last thing that I read because, that's the freshest in our minds, right? So they said 21% of the students identify as people of color. Let's be very clear, because this article said that the N-word was etched into somebody's skin, okay? So this did not happen to a person of color. This happened to a black person. And let me tell you something. I'm so tired of being called a person of color. Don't call me that. Call me a black person. Because as a black person, I have a unique position in this system of white supremacy. Because black people, we are the antithesis of whiteness. Therefore, in a white supremacist system, we're at the bottom of the ladder, okay? So when people try to lump us in with any non-white person and pretend that what we go through is the same as them, that just really waters down what black people actually go through. This was not a crime against people of color. This was a crime against black people. The N-word was carved into somebody's skin. Like, why are we people of coloring this? I cannot stand when people refuse to sit there and say, yeah, black people are going through it. Because the reality is this: black people have it the worst. And y'all about to come to the comments, oh, golly gee willikers, you're playing the victim Olympics. There is no competition. There is no Olympics. There is no any of that. Black people have it the worst. No questions about it. And we all know this, right? But you all will sit there and gaslight us when something like this happens that is clearly something that black people only go through. Y'all will sit there and be like, oh yeah, people of color, you know, like everyone's going through that. It's not just the blacks. No, black people are going through unique things. We are going through more than anybody else. We have it worse than anybody else. That is the reality of the fact. And of course, y'all finna be in my comments gaslighting, oh my gosh, black people in the perpetual victim complex. Well, yeah, we're victims. We're the ones being victimized by this system and white supremacists the most. If you talk to any non-black culture, the one thing they will agree on is the fact that they hate black people. You can talk to white people, Middle Easterners, East Asians, Mexicans, whoever, right? They will sit there and they will complain about their position in this white supremacist system. Oh, white people are mean to us. But then they'll turn right around and they'll tell you straight up that, oh, black people are the worst thing in the world, right? So I cannot stand when you all try to lump us into people of color when those people of color view us the same way that white people view us. Stop doing that. This is the gag. This is the kicker. Yeah, in this scenario, clearly it was a white person who etched the N-word into a black person's skin. But you can go anywhere in the world and everybody has their version of the N-word. If you go to France, what do they say? Negra. If you go to Latin America, I think they say negritos. If you go to, like the Middle East, abid. If you go to South Africa, kafir, whatever they say, everywhere in the world, they have an N-word. So for you all to sit here and try to lump us in with these people who hate us just as much as white people do, like, it's irritating. It's irritating. And again, it points to the fact that you all are doing a very serious downplaying of the very real issues that black people specifically face. Because I'm going to say it one more time. I'm going to say it 10 more times. I'm going to say it 100 more times. Black people got it worse than you. And a lot of folks are going to be offended. It's going to be a lot of non-black POCs, the People of Color Coalition, is going to come. Golly gee, we're all struggling in this white supremacist system. Yeah, but the reality of the fact is that, one, you align with white supremacy in some ways. Like, white supremacy says that white skin and straight hair is favorable. Most of y'all align with that damn near, right? And two, you all will make sure that you take your rung on the ladder that is above black people, and you pee and you dookie on us, and it hits us on the bottom rung of the ladder. You all are happy to play your role in white supremacy as long as you get to oppress black people. Your only issue with the system is that white people need to stop oppressing you. But when it comes to oppressing black folks, all y'all is on one accord. So I cannot stand when y'all try to lump us in with these people, for real. Then this is my thing. First of all, the family of the victim is out of their minds, because why have they not taken this to the police yet? Like, y'all are delusional. And I'm sorry to say this, but a lot of black people got this kumbaya, turn the other cheek approach. White people will literally string one of y'all family members up from a tree and y'all will be like, oh, well, we forgive them. Like, y'all, I'm sorry, but y'all have been completely traumatized by colonization, slavery, etc., etc., etc. And y'all have been traumatized by religion. White people gave you a religion that basically said, let me whoop your ass, and you just turn the other cheek and you just be nice anyway. And y'all are like, yeah, you know what? You really spit with that. You know, like, that's just preposterous to me. First of all, they out their minds for not taking this to the police. And then this is my other thing. If this had happened to any group of people aside from black people, this would have been a way bigger issue. If this had happened to the LGBTQ community, if somebody had carved the F slur into an LGBTQ student's skin or something, this would have been a way bigger issue. If somebody would have carved JEW into a Jewish student's skin, this would have been a huge issue, right? But because it was the N-word carved into a black person's skin, everybody's just, well, yeah, we're so glad that the swim team reported this, so and so and so. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This gotta be a simulation. This shit is a social experiment or something, because I swear, like, black people be going through stuff and I be like, this just does not make any sense. Like there must be a higher power or something. Clearly it ain't y'all idea of God or Jesus, because if it was, then black people would not be going through the stuff that we will be going through, because I believe if there is a God, it would be a loving God. That God would not be talking about, oh yeah, just go ahead and enslave black people, and black people, you turn the other cheek, okay? Like, there has to be, like, I don't know, the Matrix or something. Somebody is studying this. Like, this is a science experiment or something, because I swear stuff be happening. Are you kidding me? The N-word was carved into somebody's skin and everybody just like, ew, Gully G really cares, right? But if it was any other group, they would have shut that damn school down. Are you serious, bro? You know what makes me have to give this a cackle? It's the fact that they was talking about, oh yeah, like, I thought this white person was my friend. Like, literally the article said, oh, the victim thought that the aggressor was their friend. Y'all really think that because a white person got some black friends or dates a black person or has kids with a black person, it means that they not still racist? Are you kidding me? I've made so many YouTube videos about this. These people can be racist and like to have sex with black people or whatever, right? That's not changing their racism. In fact, and y'all are going to hate to think about this, right? But all of y'all folks with a bunch of white friends and a white significant other, or white baby mama, baby daddy, husband, wife, whatever. Look, most of these white people, they are thinking the same thing that this white person thought. Most of them want to etch the N-word into your chest and string you up from a tree, right? The only difference is that this person did it and they got caught. Most of the time, these white people, they may not act on it, or if they do, they don't get caught, right? But I promise you, I assure you, most of them aren't thinking this. Like, y'all remember that black lady? She went to some sleepover with a bunch of white women, the football moms, right? And she ended up dead, and somehow nobody saw nothing or knew nothing. Like, really? And y'all niggas are so delusional, though, that y'all don't realize these people still hate y'all. Like, these people still hate y'all. Y'all are walking around in 2024, oh, well, that's the past. I can have white friends, so and so and so. It's not like that anymore. Whole time, these people are still actively in the KKK. These people are still actively killing us, etc. And y'all are just out here thinking that that's not happening no more. Like, I say this all the time, right? White people are playing chess. Black people not even playing checkers. I can't even say we playing checkers. We out here playing tic-tac-toe or man-collar or some shit, and white people is playing chess, bro. These people, you can't even understand what's going through their minds. And y'all are out here, oh, well, yeah, it's that's the past, so and so and so. Yeah, my baby mama's white. White women love us. Like, oh my God, y'all are so goofy. Oh, and let me speak on the fact that I went to a PWI. I went to Michigan State University, right? And people always talk about how a lot of black guys, they go to a PWI, they join a sports team or something, and you can't see them around no black women. It's all Becky's, they join in white frats and stuff, all of this stuff, right? Y'all do all that. Whole time, these people is etching the N-word into your chest, or at least they want to. Like, y'all do all of that pandering, and these people literally still hate you. That's what I don't get about black people. Y'all pander for white people's approval so much, and these people want to kill you, bro. I say this all the time. White people really did a number on black people. They hate us, but so many of us want their approval and want to be in proximity to them and all of this stuff. And I'm talking about all black people worldwide. I'm talking about black Americans. I'm talking about Caribbeans. I'm talking about Africans. I'm talking about all of you niggas, bro. Y'all will literally sit there and worship these people. And y'all, look, because it's going to be some black Americans like, oh no, it's only Africans and Caribbeans. But that is not true. That is not true, because black Americans worship whiteness as well. Black Americans, the main ones that be talking about, oh, you got good hair, which basically means your hair is not as black as mine, right? All black people everywhere worship whiteness so much and would love to be in proximity to whiteness. And these people hate you. These people hate you. I gotta give a shout out to cave folk, because when I tell you they do they cavely thing, it's crazy. Like, when you study what they have actually done, how they have brainwashed the entire world. They put this entire system of white supremacy in place, and people actually believe this shit. Like, white people will sit there and tell you, oh yeah, the most attractive dimensions for a face are A, B, C, X, Y, Z. Yeah, this is the most beautiful face. And then show you some shit like the Mona Lisa, the ugliest bitch in the fucking world, right? And black folks would be like, yeah, I wish my lips were inverted too. Are you serious? Like, literally, it'll be some shit that's clearly not rooted in reality. White people will be like, oh yeah, white people are the epitome of beauty. Whole time they lips, that shit ain't cute. But black people will internalize this, oh golly gee, like, I wish I looked more like that. Like, when I tell you the brainwashing and the psychology that these people do to us, I can't even like get into the depths of it. Whatever they did though, baby, they did their cavely thing. They absolutely did.